I can't believe that clip went viral. I posted the Fernando Tatis possibly peeking at the signs on my second channel at midnight because I thought no one's gonna see it. I'm just gonna put it out there, and if people comment on it, fine. But then Trevor Bauer saw it. Then Fernando Tatis Jr. responded with a picture of himself holding Trevor Bauer like a baby, and then Juan Soto posted sort of the same picture to his Instagram story. So a lot of people are giving me credit for sparking a rivalry. I was just asking a question.
A little bit deeper into what you were talking about. Fuzzy, who is a content creator in his own right, and a pretty good one.
But anyways, we ended up on MLB Network earlier this morning, so I wanted to say thank you all so much for the support, and to all the haters. Again, I didn't mean for this to happen. I just threw that video out there on my second channel. I just wanted people to let me know what they thought of the clip, but instead, yeah. Before the game started, Dave Roberts was asked about the video as well, and he pretty much said that, hey, if it keeps on happening, good things are not going to happen. And I don't know if it was exactly a threat, but he pretty much made sure that it would be noted. Maybe I'll show that, maybe I won't. But either way, we have so much to talk about, including that Padres versus Dodgers game. We have the Oakland A's losing their 13-game winning streak. Very sad. I was super excited for that fan base. And then the White Sox with Michael Kopech. My man's filthy. But let's go ahead and start off the video with the Blue Jays versus Rays game, because Hyun-Jin Ryu started off fantastic. He had 5 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. He was taken out though with a glute injury. Santiago Espino had an RBI single, and the Jays bullpen, they were able to hold it down for Hyun-Jin Ryu. They only allowed 2 hits from the 4th inning to the 9th inning. Good for them. They shut out the Rays. That is not easy to do. Now, speaking of shutouts, the Diamondbacks had 2 of them yesterday. In game number 1, Zach Gallen was electric. He only allowed 1 hit in 7 innings. Stephen Vogt pretty much won the game earlier on with a home run. And then you have Nick Heath coming out of nowhere. I thought there is absolutely no chance that he makes this play, but he shows off the range. And I just want to note that through his first 170 innings, Zach Gallen has a 2.72 ERA. Just absolutely dominant, and not a lot of people are talking about him. Game number 2 was even more exciting because you have rookie Pavin Smith starting off the first inning with an RBI, and then you have Eduardo Escobar hitting home run number 7 as Madison Bumgarner goes the distance in a doubleheader game, which means it's 7 innings. He throws a no-hitter. I'm going to put that in air quotations because MLB is not recognizing this, even though they have come out and said that 7-inning games are officially being recognized as full MLB games. So I understand why, because they don't want to, discredit the other guys that have gone a full 9 innings of no-hit baseball. But to me, this is just great because Madison Bumgarner was horrible in his first 2 or 3 starts of the season. He's bouncing back, and you love to see that. Even if you're not a Diamondbacks fan, as a baseball fan, you want to see Mad Bum at his best. You guys remember when Mad Bum was on the Giants? It seems like that was so long ago, but the Logan Webb experience was crazy exciting yesterday. The starting pitcher for the Giants hit a 2 RBI triple and went 7 innings, did not allow a single earned run, and had 8 strikeouts. That is probably going to be his best day at the office for the rest of his career. Jesus Aguilar, I tip my cap to him because he did it again with another clutch home run, as Trevor Rogers barely escaped by the skin of his teeth, and he gets the save. The Giants with a 4-3 victory over the Marlins. Jazz Chisholm struck out a few times, but I'm expecting him to bounce back pretty soon. The A's, unfortunately, lost yesterday at the hands of the Baltimore Orioles. John Means and Austin Hayes pretty much put the team on their back. Means goes 7 innings, or almost 7 innings, only allows 2 hits and 1 run. The Orioles score another 5 in the 8th inning, and that was a done deal. Unfortunately, Matt Chapman could not hit 4 home runs, and Matt Olson was not on top of his game, but it happens. It's hard to win 5 games in a row, let alone 14, so the 13-game winning streak comes to an end, but you got to tip your cap. The A's, ever since I said that they're not very good, they played really good. 2 winning streaks we have to talk about real quick. The Royals and the White Sox are both on 4-game winning streaks. The Tigers stay losing. They played the Royals yesterday and lost 4-0. Did you know that the Tigers have 8 dudes, or yesterday in that lineup, they had 8 dudes that were hitting 222 and below, and as a team, they have a 621 OPS. That is a fat yikes. That is easily the worst in all of Major League Baseball. Whit Merrifield had an RBI, and Danny Duffy lowered his season ERA to .39. That is Corbin Burns' Thorne's level of dominance. He goes 5 scoreless with 8 strikeouts. Dozier and Santana, they drive in a few runs. The White Sox, with the help of Jose Abreu and Michael Kopech, they win their 4th game in a row as well. Jose Abreu with a 2-run home run in the first, and then the White Sox have 3 RBI extra base hits. They score 6 in the 2nd and 3rd innings, but the story of the day, in my opinion, was the fact that Michael Kopech, 8 of his first 9 outs came via the strikeout. His first 7 outs were all with a strikeout, so he goes 5 innings, only allows 1 run, and has 10 Ks. Just absolutely electric. If you did not believe in Michael Kopech coming back healthy from Tommy John, well, he's proven you wrong. He has been sensational to start the year. So far to begin 2021, the Dodgers have won 3 games and the Padres have won 3 as well, so the series is knotted up 3 games apiece, so it's basically game 7, and Tatis showed that he does not need to peak. Now, the Dodgers do make up for it. They come back and they go up 7-1 by the 6th inning, but then David Price and Brusdar Graterol, they surrender 3 runs as Jimmy Nelson then comes in to blow it in the 9th inning. Hosmer sac fly in the 11th along with Mark Melancon. He is just too good. He now has 8 saves on the year, which leads all of Major League Baseball. Fernando Tatis, I will say, even though he's the first ever shortstop to have a home run in 3 consecutive games at Dodger Stadium, which just blows my mind because I feel like Dodger Stadium has been around for so long. He now is up to 15 errors in his first 9 games. That has not happened in quite some time. So yes, his bat is electric, but he's got to work on that defense. Maybe it's because he's scared of injuring that shoulder. I don't know what's happening, but he's in the bottom 2% in outs above average. That's not going to cut it. But I love Fernando Tatis Jr. I love this rivalry. It is so fantastic for the game of baseball. So many different eyes were watching that game, including Patrick Mahomes, and we all know that he is one of the biggest sports figures in the world. So the fact that he was watching that makes me happy. The Angels, with the help of Fletch God, David Fletcher, with a 2-run, whatever the heck this is, bounced off the bag. Dylan Bundy was cruising up until Yuli Gurriel absolutely roped a pitch. I don't even know how he was able to get his hands inside of this one, but he does leave the yard. And then Shohei Ohtani, his card for MLB The Show, the Player of the Month card, is going to be stupid because he hit his 7th home run. His ERA is still below 2, even though he's walking a bunch of guys. Chris Rodriguez and the pen, they hold it down as the Angels beat the Astros 4-2. Bryce Harper stole the show for the Phillies yesterday with the home run. Then he throws out a runner, and then he hits a home run 470 feet. Yeah, that was about it for the Phillies because the Rockies dominated yesterday. Rockies shortstop Trevor Story hit a grand slam that caps off a 7-run 4th inning. CJ Cron just ended up being mean with salt in the wound with a 2-run home run in the 8th. John Gray has always had electric stuff, and he is finally putting it together. A 2.42 ERA in 4 or 5 starts and a 1.2 WAR already on the season. So he's on pace for a 5-7 WAR season. Good for him. I'm sorry if I botched this, Mariners fans, but Mark Gabachis of the Mariners did not make it out of the 1st inning yesterday, and it was just really bad. The Red Sox scored 4 off a walk, and then a hit by pitch. Erod was roughed up a little bit for the Red Sox, but he does muster through 7 innings, only allows 3 earned runs. So because the A's lost, and obviously the Mariners just took the L as well, they stay 1 game back of the A's for 1st place in that division. They are shocking people. Again, if you asked me 2 weeks before the season, are the Mariners going to be good? I'd say no, but they are going to surprise some people, but I never expected this to come out. So even with that loss, still promising going forward. Eddie Rosario kicked off the 4th inning with an RBI single as Franmil Reyes is the only person in Major League Baseball that can hit this ball out. I'm serious. This ball probably was 6 feet up in the air. He hits it the opposite way. I thought that Aaron Judge was going to be able to catch it. So he had a home run, a triple, a stolen base. I mean, come on. We got to talk about Franmil Reyes as one of the best 5-tool players in baseball. Obviously, just being facetious. Now, I do want to showcase Clint Frazier because he made a wild Superman catch in garbage time. Cleveland is able to avoid the sweep, but they lose the series. Wait for it. 3-1. The Nationals were shut out for the 5th time already. I don't understand how that's even possible with guys like Josh Bell, Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Juan Soto. I don't even know if Juan Soto played yesterday. Patrick Corbin's season ERA is almost up to 11 as J.D. Davis, James McCann, and Pete Alonso all show up and rake yesterday. Almora saves the game and a brilliant start from Taijuan Walker, so he makes this grab in center field. I for sure thought this was going to drop, but Albert Almora, he's got some wheels. Taijuan Walker goes 7 innings of scoreless baseball. baseball as the Mets secure sole possession of first place because the Phillies took the L. The Pirates, every time I talk smack about a team or a player, just know for the next week or two, they're going to play electric, i.e. the A's. They went on a 13-game winning streak, and the Pirates, they're now up to a 500 record. Brian Reynolds with an RBI, he raises his OPS plus to 139 after a down 2020 season. Colin Moran with his 16th RBI on a sac fly. As Will Crowe, who came on over in that Josh Bell trade, he was one of the top prospects for the Nationals. He goes a solid 4 innings of 1 earned run ball. They also had a big 7th inning where the Bucks were able to score 4 more, and they run away with that W. I mean, the Pirates playing 500 baseball almost into May? What the heck? The final 2 games from yesterday, the Cardinals win 5-2 over the Cincinnati Reds. That is the 7th consecutive loss for the poor Cincinnati Reds. Tyler O'Neill has 2 home runs. He powers the offense. Paul Goldschmidt drives in 2 RBIs of his own. Jack Flaherty, I'm telling you, he can rattle off a sub-2 ERA for the rest of the season. We've seen him do it before. 7 innings, 1 earned run. Again, the Reds on a 7-game losing streak. You hate to see it. And finally, Jake Arrieta got hosed by his offense yesterday. He goes 6 innings of 1 earned run and 8 strikeout work. Absolutely electric. But Brandon Woodruff and the Brewers, they were just a little bit better. Woodruff goes 6 innings of scoreless baseball and 8 strikeouts. Luis Urias, he drives in 2 RBIs. Now, even though his batting average is at 167, that is not good. His OPS plus is at 94, the highest of his career. He's looking much more confident at the plate, and if he can break out a little bit more, that trade with the Padres where they gave away Trent Grisham, it's not going to look as bad, but I mean, it still looks bad regardless. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's MLB recap. Thank you all so much for the love, and thank you all so much for trolling me as well. Hopefully, we can have some fun with this. Again, I was not trying to convey that Tatis was cheating. I was just posing a question, and it blew up from there, but you know what? I feel like it added to the game of baseball, and the internet as well as the game of baseball came out with a W. Now, let's go ahead and end today's video with this day in MLB history. Stay safe.
Fly ball into deep left center field. Griffey going back to the 1-8 track, leaps high in the air, and he's got it! An incredible catch by the kid! He takes away a home run from Jesse Barfield, climbing the wall.
Loaded 2 out, pitch, swung on and hit in the air to deep center. Finley back, that ball is high, it is far, and is gone off the block. It's a grand slam. The 0-2. Line up the middle. There's a base hit center field. It is a base hit. And an RBI for A-Rod, his 10th ribby of the game.